Has someone's careless comment ever sent your mood spiraling downward? This story reveals a hidden switch inside you, a power you might not know you have. Long ago, in a quiet valley, there lived a man named Aris. He was known by all for his fiery temper. If a trader gave him incorrect change, his face would flush crimson. If the rain came too early and spoiled his laundry, he would rage at the sky. Aris was convinced the universe itself was flawed, designed only to provoke him. His gentle wife, Elara, would often ask, "Why do you allow these small sparks to become such great fires within you?" He would retort, "The world lacks respect. How can I be calm when it is so chaotic?" He failed to see that with every outburst, he was surrendering his own serenity. One autumn, a traveler arrived in the valley. She did not preach or beg. She simply sat by the old stone bridge, her presence as still as the deep pond nearby. Villagers spoke of her quiet wisdom. "Her words are few," they said, "but they settle in the bones." After a day where Ares had exploded at a child who accidentally scared his chickens, Elara pleaded, "Speak with her, please." Ares scoffed, "What can a wanderer know of my troubles?" Yet that night, a hollow fatigue filled him. "Why does my anger always leave me so empty?" he wondered. "Why does the anger we direct at others always poison us first?" Before dawn, he found himself at the bridge. The traveler was watching the mist rise from the water. "I am tired," Ares confessed, his voice barely a whisper. "People ignite my anger, and I am helpless to stop it." She turned, her eyes calm and clear. "Helpless? Tell me, when anger visits, how long do you invite it to stay?" "Hours," Ares admitted. "Sometimes a whole day." "And when it finally departs," she asked, "what does it leave behind?" "A wasteland," he whispered. "Only exhaustion and regret." "Precisely," she nodded. "You are the host. The guest only stays if you keep serving it." She lifted a leaf from the water's surface. "See how clear the reflection is? Now watch." She stirred the water with her finger. The image shatters. That is a mind in turmoil. Truth becomes distorted. You are the host. The guest only stays if you keep serving it. Ares was perplexed. "So I must just swallow every insult?" "No," she said softly. "You must learn to answer, not to attack. They are different arts. If a man hurls a stone at you, you can try to catch it, can be bruised, or you can simply step from its path. The decision is always yours to make." The next morning, she gave him a lesson. She placed a clay bowl of clear water over a flame. As it boiled, she asked, "Can you find peace in this water now?" "No," said Ares. "It is violent and scalding." "That is rage," she said. "When your spirit boils, tranquility cannot be touched." She then scattered a handful of ash into the churning water. It turned dark and murky. "This is your mind when you retaliate." She removed the bowl from the fire. They waited in silence. Slowly, the ash drifted to the bottom, and the water above became clear once more. "And this," she said softly, "is what happens when you choose not to react. The disturbance settles. Your vision returns." The disturbance settles. Your vision returns. Ares felt a deep shift within. He realized he had been boiling his own spirit for years. He began to practice. When a neighbor's cart blocked his path, he felt the familiar heat rise. But he paused, took a breath, and simply found another route. He felt a strange new strength in that calmness. The old habits snarled, but he persisted. Then came his true trial. In the village square, a group chuckled as he passed. "Look, the volcano pretends to be a pebble," one of them called out. Ares felt his fists tighten, his blood roar. "Make them stop," his old mind demanded. But then he heard the traveler's voice. "When you attack, you give them your power." He stopped. He unclenched his hands, and to his own surprise, he smiled. "You are not wrong. I was a volcano. Now I choose to be the mountain." One of the mockers, taken aback, asked, How can you just stand there when we tease you? Aris replied, If a man offers you a cup of venom, are you obliged to drink it? The laughter died. He walked home, his heart astonishingly light. Weeks turned to months. Elara saw the man she once knew returning, but softer, more grounded. He smiled at mishaps and found patience where there was once only fire. One morning, Aris returned to the bridge. Teacher, he said, I have seen the mechanism. No one controlled my anger but me. Now I choose my response. She smiled. Life will continue to test you. Each time you remain anchored, you grow stronger. Will the tests ever cease? He asked. She laughed gently. When the storm sees you are no longer afraid, it ceases to be a storm for you. What if your calmness was the one thing that could disarm the storms around you? Years later, Aris became a source of quiet counsel for the village. A youth once asked him, Do people not still try to make you angry? Aris gazed at the distant hills. They try, but when you cease to be a mirror for their chaos, they lose their target. You cannot calm the wind, but you can always adjust your sails. We cannot prevent harsh words. We cannot stop every problem from arriving at our door. But we can refuse to hand them the key to our inner peace. Every response is a selection. Every moment of calm is an act of courage. Master your response, and you master your life. So the next time someone attempts to disrupt your tranquility, remember the bowl of water. Let the ash settle. If this journey resonated with you, please support our channel. Our LIKE helps Daily Tale Dose share more stories that foster inner strength and wisdom. Because every tale here is a step toward becoming who you are meant to be. Thank you for listening.